What if I told you that everything you've been taught about personal branding and influencing is a lie? That every template, every formula, every proven system is actually destroying your chance of success? Let me ask you something. If you're one of 8 billion people on this planet, how exactly is following the same formula as everyone else going to help you stand out? I'm about to tell you something, a secret, that the personal branding experts don't want you to hear. Something that goes against everything they're selling. And it starts with the truth that Michelangelo understood 500 years ago when he said, I saw the angel in the marble and carved until I set him free. That's exactly what authentic personal branding should be. Not adding layers to hide, but removing everything that isn't truly you. But that's not what's happening. In the personal branding space right now, we're being sold templates, formulas, 10 steps to build your perfect brand persona, social media presence. Add this layer of thought leadership and paste on that layer of professional presence, stack on another layer of market tested messaging. And you know what? It's all wrong, completely fundamentally wrong. Let me be clear. If you're adding layers to build your personal brand, you're not building a brand. You're creating what Carl Jung called a persona, a psychological mask worn to meet the demands of society. It's that part of you that hides your true self to fit in, to be accepted, to feel safe. Jung warned us about over identifying with our personas. He knew that while these masks might help us navigate social situations, they can also disconnect us from our authentic selves. And in today's digital world, these personas they've become more sophisticated, more tempting, and ultimately more damaging and dangerous than ever. Every layer you add distance you from people who would love and value you for who you truly are. Every formula you follow buries your unique gifts deeper under generic best practices. I've spent over 2 decades in brand development. And here's something crucial I've learned. Corporate branding and personal branding are completely different games. Corporate brands like Apple, Meta, or Mercedes, they're playing in a relatively small pool, and Apple doesn't have to compete with 8 billion other companies. They can afford to be broad, to create messaging that appeals to vast groups of people at once. But you, as an individual trying to build your personal brand and social media following and presence, you're in a pool of 8 billion people. Competition, playing by corporate branding rules, and the context isn't just ineffective, it's self-defeating. You can't win by being generic. You can't stand out by fitting in. And you certainly can't create genuine connection by hiding behind a corporate style persona. Here's the beautiful irony. While Apple is chasing a multi-trillion-dollar market cap trying to appeal to billions of people, you just need to reach the right few hundred or thousand people who resonate with your authentic self. Think about it. Making $200,000 a year could be life changing for you and your family. And you can achieve that by being genuinely yourself and attracting a relatively small group of people who truly value what makes you uniquely you. You don't need to appeal to everyone, whether it's selling cards or baking cakes. You just need to be real enough to deeply connect with your specific audience. Let me share a simple truth through a thought experiment. Imagine a world where everyone has the potential to make $1 million a year. The catch is you can only reach that potential by being completely authentic to who you are. Not being that means you don't make it. Now, what if You're someone whose authentic value is selling one extraordinary $1 million idea or item every year. But you're following advice from someone who tells you to sell a million items for $1 each. I mean, both will get you to a million, but you spend your days frantically trying to move volume, feeling frustrated, burnt out, and wondering why this proven formula isn't working for you. You're exchanging your time in unnecessary areas. This isn't just a hypothetical, it's exactly what's happening in the personal branding space right now. The experts selling you formulas and templates aren't just wrong, they're actively sabotaging your unique potential. They're trying to turn $1 million paintings into penny postcards. They're telling you to be professional when they should be telling you to be authentic. They're teaching you to fit in when you should be standing out. If you're loud, you're loud. If you're quiet, you're quiet. They're showing you how to blend in when your unique perspective might be worth more than all their formulas combined. The tragedy, the tragedy isn't just that they're wrong, it's that they're leading you down a path that can never, ever, ever, ever work for you because their one size fits all advice fundamentally misunderstands that your value lies in being uniquely you, not in being a cheaper version of everyone else or them. But here's where it gets exciting. We're living in a revolutionary moment where the emergence of AI and advanced pattern recognition, we can now uncover and amplify individual uniqueness in ways that were impossible just 3 years ago. We can analyze our strengths and our patterns in our natural behavior, identify our authentic archetypes, and develop strategies that amplify who we truly are, not who anyone thinks we should be. True personal branding isn't about adding anything. It's about removal. It's about removing the fear that keeps you from sharing your real thoughts, removing the filters that dilute your unique and beautiful perspective, removing the doubt that makes you question your actions and your natural instincts. It's about carving away everything that isn't authentically you until what remains is as true and as powerful as Michelangelo's David, a masterpiece for those to see, to travel, to be close to. So I challenge you, stop adding layers, stop hiding behind formulas, stop trying to build a brand by piling on personas. Instead, start removing. Remove the mask, remove the filters, remove everything that isn't authentically, uniquely you. Because here's the truth. The world doesn't need another cookie cutter thought leader. A Gary V, Alex Hormozy, Brene Brown, Kirk Perry. It doesn't need another template built personal brand. What it needs is you, the real you, the unfiltered, unafraid, unapologetic you. Look, we're standing at a crossroads in personal branding. On one path, you have the experts selling you masks and formulas. Yes, they work for them, but will they for you? On the other, you have the opportunity to reveal your true value to the world. The tools we have today, they're amazing. They make it easy to make content. AI, pattern recognition, archetype analysis. They're not here to help you blend in. They're here to help you stand out by being more authentically yourself than ever before. So, so I have two questions for you. What mask are you wearing right now that's keeping the world from seeing your true value? And what would happen if you finally had the courage to take them off? Drop a comment below. Ready to reveal if you'd like to keep it simple. And if you're prepared to stop hiding and start showing up as your authentic self, let's engage. Let's start a revolution in personal branding, one authentic voice at a time. And if you're thinking, but what if people don't like me? The real me, that's exactly why you need to comment. Because that fear right there, that's not protecting you. It's costing you everything. It's costing you connection and money and time. Your masterpiece is waiting to be revealed. The question is, are you brave enough to pick up the chisel and chip away to let everyone see who you are?